What's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Shout out to Lucario. Shout out to all the supporters. Shout out to everybody on that bad boy membership checking out the Game Kings documentary. The official release date of the Game Kings documentary is upon us, right? It's about a week away, November 27th. That's when we're going to release it. That's when we're going to release it officially, so you guys could, just get your copy. Get your copy without necessarily being on the Bad Boy membership. But if you want to watch it right now, get on that Bad Boy membership. You'll have access to the documentary, and you'll be able to have access to everything else on the Bad Boy membership, where you could turn this thing into a lifestyle and start getting exactly what you want out of life and from these women. All right? So today what I wanted to talk about is learning to accept the truth about who you are. Learning to accept the truth about who you are now, and how that's going to help you to become the man that you want to be. Learning to accept the truth about who you are now, and how that helps you to become the man that you want to be. All right? Because recently we've been doing live streams, and guys been calling in, and what we they ask questions, and they know they're having issues, but a lot of times they don't want to address their actual problem. You understand? Like, they talk about their body count. I've had sex with over 100 women, right? But now it seems like I'm having trouble, and I'm having issues with this, that, or the third as far as the game is concerned. Or I'm having issues with, talking to women these days. Or maybe the game changed because of dating apps and whatever. Or, and it's like, and then or another guy, he'll call in and be like, I've never, we will ask him, yo, have you ever had sex? And be like, nah, have you ever sex with a woman? Nah, not really. So you're a virgin. And they'd be like, well, I'm like, no, just say it. You're a virgin. And it's hard for these dudes to say it. You understand? Or another guy will call in and be like, yo, sometimes when I'm out with my boys, it's easy for me to talk to girls, but when I'm by myself, I have trouble dealing, because I'm in my head about it, and I'll be, and then so we're like, all right, so say you scared. Say you scared of women. Say you scared to talk to women when you by yourself. And he's like, well, nah, it's not really that. It's that, I'm just kind of, and we're like, bro, just tell the truth about your situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real with ourselves. Let's actually get to the root of what our issue is. You understand? Because here's the thing. We're all complex beings. We're human. You understand? We're complex beings. It's like a car or a computer or any system of things. Like, we're humans. We're a system of things. We have organs. We have our brain. We have so many different things. Our conscious, subconscious mind. Like, we're built of systems, right? So what you do, if there's something wrong with your car, if your car is driving in front of you, if you're hearing the sound from the engine, you don't just go give it an oil change and hope that'll fix all the problems. No, you have to take it in and get a diagnostic and find out exactly what's wrong. And then you get a printout and say, okay, so this is wrong. All right, cool. So cool, we need to fix this, this, and this. You understand? And what I'm finding with a lot of dudes is that they're not willing to actually look at themselves. They literally don't want to look at themselves and say, yo, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. I'm a virgin. I have trouble talking to women, and that's where I'm at. You understand? I'm a 22-year-old virgin, and I have trouble talking to women. Or I've been talking to women, but it seems like I'm only comfortable talking to women when I'm out with my boys. So when I'm out by myself, I'm afraid. I'm deathly afraid to fucking approach bitches by myself. You understand? Or it's like, yo, it's like I've been with 100 girls, but now I'm having trouble in the game. Why is that? Right? There's a million things that could be wrong with it, but you have to be able to tell the truth about your situation. You have to be willing to address what is the actual problem. What is the actual diagnosis? You understand? Because these guys think you could just watch any one of the live streams or watch any one of Lucario's free videos and think that you could just get game from that, and then that's it. And that's a lot of the problems these days. A lot of guys are not really willing to break their shit down and say, hey, this is where I'm at. This is my status. Like that's the reason why I'm so transparent with you guys. Like, for example, I told you guys my body count. You understand? Because I wanted cats to know that it doesn't take 100 women for you to understand game. Because you got guys hollering at us for advice, and they've been with over 100 women, or they say they have, right? I'll let you guys know that my body count is somewhere in the mid-20s, and it's actually changed since I've made that video. So whatever, you understand? But the point is, I'm letting guys know that the external things don't matter. What matters is what you're dealing with. What matters is where you're at right now. And then you have to say to yourself, okay, I'm here now. Now that I know that this is where I actually stand, where do I want to be? And once I know that, then I know the type of work that I have to put in to get to that level. You understand? Like, for example, if I'm I'm always trying to do my weight loss thing and maintain my weight and stuff. So I have to look at what I'm doing. I have to get on the scale and say, well, this is how much I weigh now. You understand? And where do I want to be? You understand? So I get on the scale. I weigh 200 and something pounds now. I weigh 203 now. I want to be 190 by the new year. So then I look at how many weeks I got left until the new year, and I say, well, shit, I got to lose this amount of pounds by the end of the year. So then I look into my app and I say, well, I got only these amount of calories I could do. Then I got to work out this amount per week. You understand? The more I get in touch with the truth of my situation, is the easier it is for me to assess whatever work I have to do to get to where I'm trying to get to. But if we can't look in the mirror and see exactly where we are, see who the person standing in the mirror, if we can't look at that person right now, right, and be accepting of the truth, then it's harder for us to assess what we have to do to make those changes. Do you understand? So that's what I need. That's what I need guys to do. Don't be ashamed or don't feel no type of way. Like, yo, if you're a 20-something-year-old virgin or even a fucking 50-year-old virgin, you understand? There's no shame in it. The only shame is to know where you're at, have the desire to change, and never fucking do anything about it because you're living a lie. That's the only thing to be ashamed of. Do you understand? The only shame is to be ashamed of who you are. That's the only shame. Because when you're ashamed of who you are, it puts you in stagnation. Because when you're ashamed of who you are, it's hard for you to deal with the truth of who you are. And then once you can't deal with the truth, then you won't be able to, like I said, figure out what you need to do to make the changes. You understand? So the only shame is not dealing with the truth of it and then allowing yourself to stay stagnant. All right? If you see something about yourself that you're trying to change, be honest about it. Like, look, man, I'm a fucking asshole and I'm trying to be a nicer person. Deal with it. Deal with the truth. Like, yo, I'm such a fucking asshole. Like, I rub people the wrong way all the time. How can I figure out ways to be more sociably friendly without losing my character? Do you understand what I'm saying? A lot of times we want to blame things on other people, or we don't want to pay attention to the truth of our actual situation. And what I'm saying is that keeps us stagnant. It keeps us in the same place. It keeps us in the same place because we haven't been exposed to the truth, then we don't know how much it really hurts. And when you find out how much it really hurts, that is what really gives you the inspiration to make the change. Do you understand? Because when I looked in the mirror at 260, and I was like, nigga, you're 260 and you're only like 5'6". Like, dude, you're fat. You're fat and unhealthy. You need to change. You need to fucking change. You need to do something. And once I realized that fucking truth about myself, I was like, I don't care what other people said or thought. I just know what I wanted to change. And I got in touch with the truth about it. And it's not about being negative or insulting yourself or whatever. It's about being harshly honest. So now when you feel the pain of that truth, when you feel the discomfort of that truth, now you can say, you know what? I know what it is to be 260, and I'm gonna fucking do everything that I have to do to get my weight down to a more, manageable state, a more healthy state. You understand? Because I know what that's like. I've seen myself in the mirror, and I've accepted the fact that I let my weight get that far. You understand what I'm saying? So now I'm working hard, and I know exactly what it is to be that weight. So now I have it in my mind, the seriousness and what I really have to do to make sure I maintain my weight. You see what I'm saying? If I'm a virgin, or if I'm having trouble talking to women, or I'm scared, I have to say that I'm scared. I have to come to terms with the truth that I'm scared. So now that I know that I'm afraid, now it's like, look, I'm afraid. What do people do to get over their fear? You understand? Because here's what a lot of guys do. They hide, they pay attention to everything else except the truth. If the truth is that they're actually afraid, they won't pay attention to that. They'll pay attention to everything else. They'll start to blame it on the rise of social media. They'll blame it on the fact that, I don't know, there's more simps out here, so it's making it harder for a real nigga to get a bitch. Like, or oh, dating apps is whack and the dimes don't want to holler back at me, or they'll blame it on every other thing. Why? Because they're not paying attention to the honest truth of their problem. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to gloss over that part because they don't want to admit to any flaws or anything that's wrong with them. But I'm trying to tell you, the quickest way to fix a problem with yourself is to realize that there is a problem with yourself. You understand? Realize that there is a problem with yourself. Accept the truth about your current situation. And then once you embrace that, that's when you can start to make changes. You understand? Because, for example, even with the weight thing, if I look at myself at 260, who do I have to blame except me? I have to look at myself and say, yo, bro, you're fat. You eat too much. You eat too much. Yes, you work out all the time. But if you're working out all the time and you're still fat, then what's the truth? The truth is you eating too much. Facts. Facts. You see what I'm saying? Now, once I realized that, it's like, yo, that's when I started looking up the different diets. That's when I got introduced to keto. That's when I got introduced to intermittent fasting and the process of having one meal a day. Before that, I tried to be a vegan and shit. I was a vegan, strict vegan shit for 6 months, but I actually gained weight on that shit. And why? It wasn't about being a vegan. It was literally, I was still eating too much, even as a vegan. So then I still gained weight. You understand? But that was me not paying attention to the truth of my situation. And the truth of the situation wasn't the type of food or the type of diet. It was literally just the amount of food I was consuming. You get what I'm saying? So I want you guys to understand that I'm saying this as a product of it. I'm not just saying it because, oh yeah, y'all need to do this and y'all need to do that, and I know what I'm talking about and y'all don't know what y'all talking about. No, I'm living proof of the shit. I was doing every fucking thing trying to figure out why I wasn't losing weight, even though I was working out all the time. All it really is diet and exercise. That's all it is. So if I'm exercising and working out all the fucking time and I'm still a fat nigga, what the fuck do you think it is? The only truth is that I was eating too much. I was eating too much. I was eating too late. You understand? The type of things I was eating wasn't right. You understand? So with that truth in my brain, that caused me to do the research to find out the different types of diets and to find out a diet that would actually work for me, to the point where I got to a diet that will keep me, that will get me down to a weight of 203 like I'm at right now. You understand? And I'm still working on fine tuning shit. So now, because I still understand the truth of the fact that I was consuming too much food, now, not only am I doing keto and I'm doing, I'm trying to do like one meal a day, I'm also doing calorie counting. I'm also counting calories. Shout out to Unplugged Fit, Myron Gaines. You understand what I'm saying? Which is something that I've done way before, but now I'm reincorporating it into my plan, because I understand what's going on. I have to fine tune how much energy, how much calories I actually consume. You get what I'm saying? But that has to do with the fact that I surrendered to the fucking truth. You understand? Surrender to the truth. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Like I said, the only shame is to know that you want to make a change, but you're not doing anything about it. That's the only shame. To know that you might live and die without actually becoming the man you want to be. That's the shame in it. You understand? And the first step is to surrender to the truth, no matter how much it hurts. And the more it hurts, actually, it's the better. You understand? Because like I said, that pain that feeling of the fact that you've been living for so long while not being the man you want to be, that use that as inspiration. Use that as inspiration to make every next decision. You understand? To start doing your research, to start figuring out what type of work you need to put in. That's why we encourage you guys to get on the Bad Boy membership, because there's such a wealth of knowledge on the Bad Boy membership that will help you to turn this thing into a lifestyle, and will help you to make those changes that you want as it concerns with women. You understand what I'm saying? So listen, guys, surrender to the truth. Embrace the truth. Embrace the status that you're at now. Embrace it. You understand? So later on, when you make those changes, when you upgrade, when you develop, you can look back and say, that was me. That was me. Same dude standing in front of you. That was me, but I made that change. I made that change. A lot of y'all, a lot of cats, again, shout out to the Bad Boy membership, because dudes that are on the Bad Boy membership are looking at the Game Kings documentary. And they're looking at the Game Kings documentary like, damn, Miles, you was fat, bro. Like, you was a big dude. Look at you now. You different. Exactly. Same nigga. Same nigga. But I made that change. I made that change. And even though I was at a certain weight, I still did the documentary. You understand? Because it's not like, that's why I say don't be ashamed, because you don't want anything to stop you, because at any given time in your life you could still produce value. Because I was producing value at the weight of 260. I fucking filmed and made the Game Kings documentary at that weight. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Don't be ashamed of your truth. Just embrace it and then use it to inspire you to make the changes to get to the man that you're trying to be, to get to the highest version of yourself. That's what it's all about. It's not about being ashamed. It's about taking that pain, taking that desire to make the change, and to actually make the change, to begin to take the action steps to make it happen. You understand? So anyway, man, I could go on forever on this shit, really, because so many of us are suffering from the fact that we don't want to deal with the truth of our shit. You understand? But trust me, guys, deal with the truth of your shit. Embrace it. Surrender to it. Surrender to it. Embrace the pain of it. Embrace the pain of it and use it as inspiration to make that fucking change. Become the man that you want to be. You understand? Become the highest version of yourself, unapologetically, and be able to and proudly be able to look back and say, yes, I was that 260-pound nigga. Now I'm here at 203, making videos, looking sexy as shit, because I wanted to make that change, not because a bitch told me to, or not because, and I was still getting bitches at weight 260. I was still getting bitches at weight 260. You understand? I was still getting them. So it wasn't about bitches. It was about nothing. It's because I wanted to make the change. It's because I looked in the mirror and was like, you know what? I don't like what I see, and I want to fucking change that shit. And that's what I did. You understand? But anyway, it's your boy Miles Cunningham. Check the descriptions. Get your t-shirts, and also check out Fresh and Fit. They got a new social media tutorial coming out. They get you to get your fucking your social media game popping, so you could attract more chicks in this new era. You feel what I'm saying? Because it only makes sense to use everything at your disposal to get what you want out of this life. You understand? So yeah, man, check that shit out. And it's your boy Miles Cunningham. I hope everybody's having a great day and the truth is inside you. Peace.